right, we are here for another bee check. We are almost 1 month from the time these bees were installed, so let's check and see how they're doing. And I realized I forgot my hive tool, so pause. All right, hive tool retrieved. It's time to see how the ladies are doing. All right, so we have a two deep setup here, and we had moved a couple frames of brood up, and so now we're checking back to see what they've drawn out up here. We have not yet made it to these outer frames, but they're looking at them, they're thinking about it. All right. Gluing them down though. This one, not much. Hint of smoke. I am out here at what could charitably be called the wrong time of day. It is 5 p.m. All right. Yay! Beautiful frame here. Capped over brood, honey up top. Not beautiful comb drawing up here. I'm gonna leave them alone for now though. Don't want to disrupt anybody. Oh, super heavy frame. Drawn broom, lots of honey around the edges. Brood, lots of honey around the edges. Not that there's anywhere for the queen to lay in there, but I don't see any laying activity up here. Oh, bees. There's this one side we're doing a good job on, and then we have this side. Why? Why do you guys do this to me? Oh, bees. This is next to perfectly nicely drawn comb on either side. Good examples to follow. All right. Queen is laid at every available circle on that side. We do have some emptied out cells on that side. If you ever get stung by a bee, get that stinger out without squeezing the sac at the top of it. Because one of them just got me. But I'm not down for the count just yet. Oh, babies, what a beautiful job you did over here. This side, lovely. This side, what are you doing, children? And then I haven't really touched anything else up here. Alright, so we're doing some wonky things up here. Just gonna close these guys back up. Okay. And the thing about getting stung on the finger is, man, that is a sensitive area. Okay. Oh wait, these were not. These were. Oh, we got 9 coats. You know, and maybe they're doing this because I violated bee space a little bit. So I'm going to snug them down, even though I don't have an extra frame out here, and let's see what they come up with this time. All right, so give them a little smoke from my gun out smoker. And let's take this box apart. Okay, plastered that down. All right. Okay. sometimes you just give them puffs of air when the tree smoker's gone out, they'll kind of go down, which is what I wanted them to do. All right, let's see what we got going on down here. Nothing on that one. Let's lay that down there. Nothing on that one. We do have a little bit of empty space on this one. Some empty space on that one. Well, a lot of empty space there. Got a little brood on here. That's not a queen though. I don't see any eggs though. It's kind of terrible. It is with awfully empty. And our flow here usually stops in about a week, but they have been appearing to be really strong. Their population has looked a little lighter the last few days, so I'm really hoping that they didn't swarm. They're drawing here. Don't see no eggs in there yet. Okay, we have eggs. Yay. Okay, so our queen is probably still here. Maybe they have a twin. Maybe I'm just panicking over nothing. But she does have room to lay. A lot has hatched out, and so maybe it's just that now she's got to go around and find all those newly emptied out places to do her laying at. Ooh, maybe something lit back up in there. Can't be that, huh? Bees trying to hold on to it. All right. Beauty ladies. Got some brood, a little bit of drone brood. Nothing crazy going on there. The queenie! I have finally found her! Alright folks, let's see. Hopefully I'm getting her on the screen. See where she went to. Oh. Okay, she's right over on the edge. Now I don't see her. She is not marked. So, and the only reason I comment on that is because they were in a box they thought she was marked. So, I just don't know for sure. But that was definitely the queen. Hopefully she made it into the video because she has wandered now. We'll get her back in her home. So, let's do a quick check, make sure we don't see any swarm cells on the rest of this. But we have a queen, she's here, she's laying, and that is the goal of any inspection, is to find out the answer to those questions. Do you have a queen? Is she doing her job? So she appears to be doing that. This lovely frame of brood that we have here, it is all laid out for food. Looks fabulous. This side is all newly droned and she's been busy over here laying, so probably cannot get you a view inside the cells to see an egg, but looks great. There is a new this is National Geographic documentary on well, I saw it on YouTube, so it's at least on YouTube, about bees, and they have some amazing footage of the bees in there. Highly recommend that. Looking good on that frame. I'm just gonna move this one piece where they were connecting this out. Honey! Alright. Okay, Mama's putting it back in. So overall, I'm convinced they are doing as good as they need to do. I'm gonna get out of their hive because they clearly would rather I not be here. They are continuing to draw. And what more could a mommy ask for than that? I'm just flapping my pants there. Whoa, I'm not that close to any of you guys. Nice and snuggly. All right, well, they look good. So happy to see what they are accomplishing. And oops, I don't know where I'm trying to put the inner cover back on already. All right. I'm gonna encourage these ladies to go back down inside the box. Yeah, the smokeless smoker, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth wonder of the world. The eighth wonder of the world. All right, ladies, I'm putting your home back together. You can leave me alone. Don't be mad at me. All right, I'm gonna pause this and then we'll resume with hive number 2. All right, welcome back, and this is our second hive that we're gonna get into now. Over here and saw this and realized I think I forgot to put this back in the other hive, so they're gonna really love me now when I do that. Alright, so we'll do this real quick, ladies. Give me just 1 second to mess with your sisters again. They really love it when I mess with them too. These ladies seal back up. Okay, ladies. Everybody back on. Okay. Got a small chore taken care of. Now we shall, and the smoker relit. Let's see what's going on with these ladies. And I have been so curious because they have been so busy and growing. Did they touch the top? And I have peeked under the cover a few times, and I don't think that they did. But let's take a quick look through here. We have not built a single frame onto this. Not even one. All right, so let's see if we're running out of room on the bottom since we don't have any more room to go anywhere else. Now this looks lovely, ladies. A little bit of smoke, except for the part where you're gluing everything down to the sides. I'll start with this frame because they have literally glued the next one down to the sidewalls. I think that's going to be a disaster to take out. All right. Well, we're drawing over here. We've done a lovely job over here. We got lots of nectar. Quick check. Don't see her. Would not expect to see her on a frame with no brood. Yay! She is laying here though. And since these ladies are a little nicer, I'll hold that up to the camera and see if perhaps you can see the white dot in the middle of those cells. Those are eggs. I realized when we watched last week's videos that they actually looked really nice. So when I did those kind of up close shots, and she's relayed everywhere in here where people have hatched. Oh, here she is. We found both queens today. She's right there. You can see that real long abdomen, that kind of bigger thorax. She'll be towards the bottom of the screen or the top, depending on which way that sideways video goes. Yay, we have queen. All right, let's just make sure we're not planning to swarm because we won't go up top and draw some frames for all our honey. And she is just laying. Every spot that is open has got an egg or a baby bee in it. So she is laying like a champ. Nicely laid up frame. Everywhere that's hatched out, she has gone in there and relayed. And we have had some cooler, rainier weather this week. So it looks like they have fewer honey stores this week and more, they've eaten some of it up, but that's okay, it's their food. But everywhere that they've gone in and eaten out the tops, she has gone right in behind them and laid more eggies. This frame just looks absolutely fabulous. She has laid all over this frame where they've started drawing it out. So they do still have like a little bit more space down here that they could draw for her, especially since they're not bothering to draw anything up top. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, my ladies. So hopefully they are not contemplating any sort of swarming activity. queen cup here is empty. And we have found the queen, so we're just gonna take that off. No thanks, ladies. This queen is doing a fantastic job. We're gonna leave her be. We'll be doing a better job on that side. This side looks great. We've got it completely filled in with nectar, which means that backside should be pretty much all honey. So I'm not gonna rip that frame apart and risk causing them any issues. I think this one's all honey too. Just gonna take a quick peek there and not pull it open. All right, so I'm gonna close this back up. We have a queen, she is laying. There is some space for her to lay. If her daughters would come up and start drawing out a medium super, that would be fantastic. So that they don't have to put so much, I mean, they have 1, 2, 3 frames of honey down in the brood chamber. So in an ideal world, that honey would be up top and then they'd have brood in the brood chamber. So, but for a nuke that's been here for a month, that was the weaker of the 2 nukes, like I'm very, very pleased with what they're doing. Our flow is supposed to stop in about a week or so. I'm curious whether or not that will happen with kind of some of the wonkier weather that we've been having. It still looks like we have some privet that's yet to bloom. We have my gardenias at home are just coming into bloom. Don't know if that's a bee food, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I've not kept bees in this particular area before, but I'm excited to see what the next few weeks will bring. And then if we really do start getting into dearth period, then I'll probably pull the honey and feed them, and that way we can have some honey. So thank you for watching and have a great day. If you have any special tips or tricks for how to get bees to come into a medium super, please tell me, because I cannot make bees do it. I don't know why they won't do that for me, but they just will not. So thank you. Bye.